You see a rainbow and you have all the colours like side by side on a rainbow. Don't need you as if you like took those and put them all onto a palette and just blended them all together.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I don't know, brown.
Yeah. Brown, yeah.
Just brown.
So it's actually not very colourful at all.
Don't need you, it's just brown.
Because I think Lorcan came with an idea. He came with like a really basic idea and a structure of a song. I remember sitting there with the rest of these at practice one day, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I can hear it kind of in my head. I was like, he's onto something good here. And the rest of these were like, no, I don't get it.
So, like a lot of the songs in the EP, the inception for Don't Need You was just me like buzzing on a tune, and that was Dreamers Hotel, Enter Shikari. I just got obsessed with that tune for a while. Just me messing around as a bedroom guitarist, kind of, how can I sound like Enter Shikari? But then it kind of took on its own thing. I had these kind of like wob synths. I just basically copied that on the guitar. And then to really like dramatize it, I then like went up and kind of just did that tapping part higher up the guitar.
Bruh.
And I could hear it in my head, and I was like, we're going to have a cool intro, and then kind of go into the song with all the riffs and all this. It was like super basic. Get the 808 kit out. And I insisted on the track in getting some tambourine in there. Because there's a tambourine on the kind of rolling 808 kit. It was just for a bit of extra spice.
That might be actually nice.
And then the breakbeats as well. So instead of using the 808 kit, that was a lot of fun. Getting Dónal into the hallway because they're obviously in a big mill, and on a Sunday morning when there's no one there at all, get the kit out there, get that set up, play a few breakbeats, and I think we recorded about 18 minutes just straight, and then took our best kind of sounds out of that, and then just used them. We basically, instead of like stealing samples or lending samples, essentially, we just made our own. Yeah, I think Josh as well at the time, he had a telephone with an XLR that we just brought out into the hall, make it sound extra shit. So because basically the worse we can make it sound, the better it actually sounded.
It's like all these different elements that we have, like the drum and bass elements in there.
Yeah.
And like it's like all the different elements like kind of like lined up and then delivered all at once.
Yeah, it's just not as cut and dry, like here is a metal riff and here is, a beat, and here, it's more...
It's like a rainbow.
Yeah.
If you mix together, if you have, you see a rainbow and you have all the colours like side by side on a rainbow, don't need you as if you like took those and put them all onto a palette and just blended them all together.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking with the song at all. And like, I was still had my doubts before we got Craig on it. Once Craig started rapping over it, that's when everything kind of came to life. I mean, the chorus for that is the one that that's what kind of dragged me in. A lot of it was Josh's input as well. It was like, why don't we try this? And we were like, this isn't gonna work. And he was like, look, let's just try it. And if it doesn't work, we just delete it anyway.
I bought that pedal. Remember, I bought a synth pedal, but then we actually played too low, so the pedal didn't know what to pick up. So we were like, right, scrap the pedal. Josh just goes, right, if you want that sound, just get an expression pedal. And then we had a pre-recorded, and then they should stamp me down on it and bring it back up. It's pretty good.
Like, I'm not missing something.
I've had a lot of fun.
Oh, that's unreal.
In the breakdown in Don't Need You, there is a little lead that's kind of bedded in. It just made everything sound kind of just more chaotic in a good way.
Okay, we're to track exactly that. I have many ideas to add to it. We got Tom Morello in the fucking house.
That was fucking sick.
Do that again. Just trust me on this one, okay? Do it. Boner. I have many ideas. Leads.
That is fucking unreal. Did you hear that, man?
So for the breakdown then, I knew that we had to have kind of some synths in there just to tie everything together. So like, the arp is the kind of main thing that you hear. Then there's like super distorted sub just to fill everything out. Really high like bit crushed synth as well at the top of everything.
I didn't really know what this song was about up until like 2 weeks ago.
Fuck off.
And like it was just words that I wrote, and they worked together and they worked with the music, so I decided to go with it. I kind of performed it, and then I was like, oh, I'm not sure about some of the lyrics, I'm going to change some of it. And Rob was like, what do you need to change? And I was like, oh, just a couple of these bits and pieces that I don't think fit, like belong there.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's grand. Oh, okay, sweet, let's go with it then. I think the more I listened to it, the more I actually enjoyed what I'd done.
The fact that it was kind of like a lot of random shit trying
as a writer I was like, that makes no sense. Why am I talking about Dracula now? Like it hurt me, but like, I'm very proud of it now. I'm very proud of what was done, and I think there was a meaning there. It's just not one that I meant at the time. It's about me just looking at all of the fucking things that stress me out and that annoy me in the world, and just being like, I don't fucking need them. Yeah, just there are all these kind of like little worries and stresses, like big and small.
Yeah.
And you just don't fucking need them in there all the time, jumping around. So that's kind of where I was going down with that one.
Yeah. I suppose it's just it's that kind of message, isn't it? Too. It's like hopefully empowering to some people. It's like take back almost ownership over your own head in a way. It's like, do you know what I mean? You're like kind of. Yeah, there's some kind of dark shit in there too, like, you know what I mean? There's dark like...
It's dealt with in a tongue-in-cheek kind of way, I like to think, but it's kind of like something really bad happening and then like you're going, oh well, I guess too bad, and it's funny and it's sad.
I'm scared of things that don't exist, I'm scared of things that do exist, I'm scared of every fucking single thing I can't go through with this, I'm using it, I'm doing different, this madness too insistent, breaking dreams and use the prison, holding you into the system, look to the head, to the to the page.
It lends to the fact that as well that we kind of didn't take that song too seriously, especially in terms of visuals and like how we present it.
Yeah.
Because
it is a bit tongue in cheek,
Yeah, like a lot of our stuff is more tongue in cheek than I ever intended it to be. You know what I mean? But it just kind of works that way. I think there's something beautiful about that. And I think especially in Ireland, you know, like if you have like a bit of. It's not something that we do. It's not something that I do on purpose when I'm writing to get like a little Irish phrase in there. But like, I think it was there's a line in this song that someone was saying to me. I was showing it to somebody, and
even thinking I'm a fucking idiot.
They were saying, exactly.
Thinking I'm some fucking idiot.
Thinking I'm some fucking idiot. And then, what's the bit? You hit me, fuck it, take a kidney.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I've heard people say they love that.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh no way, like fuck it, take a kidney.
Yeah. Most of the EP, nearly 90% of it for drums anyway, we tracked cymbals and the shells separate or whatever. I think this song really lent itself to it because it like almost has that in the chorus, like almost like dance productions, almost like Prodigy or Pendulum. That meant we could, you know, process the actual drums and the cymbals separate, that you get it real in your face, like dance production, almost like really punchy.
So yeah, like I think Don't Need You, I'm very happy with how it actually came out. Considering there's just a lot of random sentences.
Sounds horrendous. Sounds absolutely horrific out of context. Oh my god.
It might actually be too slow.